everybody, let me talk in this video about two-dimension array and how we could represent our data using two-dimension. Two-dimension array is another way that allows you to represent your data and solve a lot of complex problem, and that's what we do it in this video. So imagine you have two-dimension array. So when we talk about two-dimension, that means we have two things. We have rows and we have columns. Okay, so if you think about two-dimension array with a 3 row and a 3 column, that's mean you have square, and this square divided to 3 rows, so 1, 2, 3. So this is first row, and this is the second row, and the third row. Column, 3 column, so that's mean this is first column, this is second column, and this is third column. So first, second, third. Okay, but the most important point here, how every cell will be indexed. That means this one cell, this one cell, 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 this cells. So how these cells will be indexed inside array. That's the way that cell will be indexed should be started from first cell. So first cell will be represented by this row in the array. Instead of 1 you will say 0, and instead of 2 say 1, and instead of 3 you say 2. That means array indexing started from 0, not from 1. So don't do mistake and think about your array started from 1. I mean array row index. So same thing with column. Your column will not start from row 1. It should from column 1. It should start from column 0. So instead of this one you say 0. Instead of this one you say 1. Instead of this one you say 2. So to be more clear, I will remove these numbers and keep only the origin real data that you have it. So 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So now what this cell mean? I mean this cell, which row? Row 0. Which column? 0. That means row 0, column 0. What the cell mean? Or what the index of this cell? If you see it's row 0, column 1. What about this one? Row still, I'm still in row 0 and in column 2. So that's great. So now you understand how you get index for every cell in row number in row number 0. So you understand how we represent the data inside this one. What about the second one? Which row I'm here have? I have row number 1. Which column? Column number 1, number 0, 1, 0. What about this one? Still I'm in row number 1 in column number 1. What about third one? I'm still in row number 1 in column number 2, which is great. So continue same process for the third one. You have row number 2, column number 0, row number 2, column number 1, row number 2, column number 2. So now you understand how the indexing could be done for this row and this column. Now let me do some example or some solutions. So if I ask you to print only the diagonal, so what do you think about it? What you will print? If you look through this problem from the row and column perspective, what you would see? You would see here the row equal column, here the row equal the column, here the row equal column. So if I say if row, so that I don't have enough space here, I would say here, I would say if row equal column, that's mean you print diagonal. If this one is take too much from space, so let me suppose in this way. So this one represent if row equal column. So whenever row equal column, that means you mean the main diagonal. This is the basic problem I would share to you. What about if I want to print the triangle under the diagonal? I mean when I say triangle under the diagonal, I mean this data. So what do you think about this data? What you see? Let me think about it. Let me use a different color. Here I have 1 in row, 0 in column. Here I have 2 in row, 1 in column. Here I have 2 in row, 0 in column. So if you see, always the value for row greater than the value for column. So always you have the value for row greater than the value for column. So I would say I could print this data by saying if row greater than column. Okay, it's a basic way how you analyze the problem and how you solve it. So same thing if I say, hey man, print the upper diagonal. So you say, okay, let me first select this part, then let me do second, think about this problem from the data. So I have here 0 and 1, I have 0 and 2, 1 and 2. So always you see the column here is greater than the row. Always you have the value for column greater than the value for row. So you would say here if column greater than row. So do you see? If you say if row greater than column, column greater than row, that you mean this column, this side, and you have this. This is a basic way how you could get the data. Now let me think about it. How you could represent it in the code. So really easy in different language. So same language as Java. You say if you define the array data type. You say, for example, integer, array of integer, number row, number column. Let me name it numbers, and you say equal new integer. You give a size, like for example 3 row, 3 column, and you try to access to any index. For example, if you want to access, let me say this is 3 by 3. So if you want to access to this cell should be 1 1. Is that right? Yes, 1 1. This 0 0. This 2 2. So if you want to access to this one, you say number, because I have it here, number for a row number 1, column number 1, add 5. That's mean, hey, I'm adding 5 in this place. If I ask you to add here data, so what the index here? You have here row number 0, row number 1, number 2, column number 0. So here the cell is 2, row number 2, column number 0. You say number for row, you give the row index. Row here I have it 2, and the column I have it 0. For example, add any value. Let me say add 20. That means you add 20 in this cell. Is that right? Yeah, you add 20 in this cell, and you add 5 in that cell. This is basically how you work with two-dimension array. But this is a basic example that I'll share with you. So what is the problem that you could solve with using two-dimension array? There is many problems. Let me give a basic. If I give you a word like loop, and there's a dictionary of words. I'm saying dictionary, there's too many words. You have, for example, pool, you have lupo, you have book, and many words. For example, store, and many words. The idea for my problem, what I want you to do, I want you, if I write loop, you have to give any word have same character, have same this for character. For example, pool have same for character, lupo same character. Is that right? So the idea for my question is, hey, if I give you a loop, find me any word, or any word have use same character but in different format. But should this word give sense? The example pool, lupo, whatever. So you would think about, hey man, how I could solve it. First thing should jump to your mind is using two-dimension array. So let me think about it, about two-dimension array, how I could fix it. How many character I have here? 4. Let me give example about 4 by 4. So I would say I have 4 rows, 1 2 3 4, and I have 4 column, 1 2 3 4. I have loop, so I say L-O-O-P. What I have here, for example, pool. Let me use one word and try to get a pattern. So is L equal P here? L and P? No. So you give 0. Is L equal O? 0. Is L equal O? 0. Is L equal L? Yes. So give 1 here. Now, second P. Is P equal O equal P? No. So give 0. Is O equal O? Yes. So give 1. Don't use it again. If again you have O, but you don't have use it because you already used this character. This character you already used it now. So you say, okay, second one I give it 0, then 0. Let me go about second O. I have O. Is O equal P? No. Is O equal O? Yes, but this character already used it by previous operation, so I would not use it. So I would say, okay, 0. Is O equal O? Yes. Is O equal L? No. So is P equal A? Yes. Is P equal O? No, no, no. So what the pattern that you would find it from the solution? If you see, I have here 1, 1, 1, 1. In every row I have 1. Is that right? So I would say I'm using this operation. If I find in every row single one, that's mean yes, this is the word I have. This is the word they match because they have same character. If not, that is mean no. This word does not have same format. I could give you example about two words like they doesn't have row in every column. Let's use basic example. Let's use here another word, but this word, for example, I would use this one, book. So let me use book. I would say okay. Let me just delete this line. Book. So is B equal L? Is L equal? No, 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 no. So I don't have anyone here. So from first line you say not equal because from this first line you don't have one. Second line is the one no, yes, no, 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 yes, but already used it here. So I give it no, yes, no, 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 no. For no. So you see I have only here one and I have only here one. But this one missing and this one no and this one no. That's mean this two character. That's mean this character or this word and this word is not equal. So this is basically how you could analyze a problem using two-dimensional array. So you understand how to find it. So I would say this question I have it when I was in job interview with a company. So yeah, they give me this question and ask me to solve it. They say, okay, we'll give you a loop and you have a dictionary of words. Find any word have same character and give a meaning. Yes, here we're done. Thank you for watching and see you next.